Kick it.
It's Candy.
Welcome, guys, to another episode of The Candy Show. I am your host, Candy, and we are here downtown Indianapolis at Keetouch Studios. I want to give a shout out to Keetouch Studios. We're going to tag them later on. I am going to get into this interview. I have girl power right here. I have beautiful ladies. And guess what, guys? Some of you probably seen them before, and you probably heard some of their work. Right now, I want to introduce Miss Mika Means, Miss D Woods, and Miss Chanel SNL, better known as Project Girls Club. Welcome, ladies, to the Candy Show.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us back.
Oh, well, this is our first time on the Candy Show, but this is not the first time.
We know that we've,
Exactly. Tell us, everybody, about the Project Girls Club. What happened? How did it come about? Tell
all
us.
the things.
Yes.
Well, it came about because, first, we need a story all the time, but we both came out of the same womb.
Okay. Oh, so, you guys are sisters.
Yes. Girl sisters. And we grew up with Mika Means all throughout high school. Our training is in theater and dance and acting, so we grew up together.
Okay, you grew up together. Okay, tell us, but let's tell everybody
So
how Project Girls really started.
And then what had happened was Chanel started working in the studio writing for all the hottest producers in Atlanta. And then one day, Chanel didn't want to be in the studio by herself and be the only girl because all the boys were nasty and they were looking at her booty. And she was trying to concentrate on writing hit songs. And she was like, oh my God, I just want to be a hit songwriter. Why do you keep looking at my booty? So she said to Mika Means, Mika.
Would you want to come to the studio with me and just like hanging out? So Mika came to the studio. And Mika was also a songwriter, but she didn't know it yet. So now Mika Means is in the studio with Chanel, and she's like, I got something too. And she's like, what you got? And so then we became Project Girls Club because it was really started as a like, not even like that, but it's like really like a support system for females. We silly as hell. Sorry, y'all. But in real life, it's just like, for real. There's so many men in the room. I'm sure you're aware of that. And
I am very.
when you're one of the feminine creators and you're on the other side of the table, you're not just the girl in the booth. You're actually
Or the girl sitting on the couch.
You're actually sitting with the producer. You're sitting with the executives. You're sitting with the A&R. You're sitting with people, and you're trying to gain respect for that. Sometimes you just need like a little backing. You know what I mean? And so that's where the foundation of the idea came from. We all knew each other from young, so we started it young, and it became something bigger than just us.
Okay. All right, I'm going to start with Miss D Woods.
Okay.
I first seen you.
Mm-hmm.
You were a member of making up the band Daddy D Kane.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I still listen to the songs because there were some great hits.
Thank you.
So how did you make that transition?
Well, Project Girls Club was going on all while this was happening. We started doing showcases and stuff together, just doing our, individual songs and inviting our female dancers and choreographers and female DJs to be a part of our show. And at that same time, I was auditioning for many different things, and Making a Man was one of the things I was auditioning for. So while in that situation, not really knowing how it was going to transpire because, reality TV is crazy. I was always kind of just having like my ear to the street, like how are different ways that I can crack the back door open and bring in my peoples. So doing that in different situations, would have them on set at the video sets, would have, actually got Chanel a placement on the second Danny Kane album.
Let's see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know what number the song is. It was called Key to My Heart on the second Danny Kane album. And, we're just looking for different ways to make this thing, take the opportunity and make it really something beneficial for us, So Yeah.
So when you guys started out in the business as sisters, did you come together as a package deal? Because it sounded like you were still doing your own thing, but at the end of the day, it was like, okay, my sister, I still have my sister here. My sister's just as talented. Do you guys kind of do a package deal then and now?
Well, in different situations, we always looked out because Chanel was, touring and being on the road with other artists, and I was always like, "Do they need somebody? Do they need somebody? Do they need somebody?" And then one day she was like, "Come to rehearsal, just follow me." And so I just kind of like followed her and did what she told me to do, and I ended up being able to tour with some of the artists that she was already working with.
Okay.
And so, we just kind of keep it in the family. We just can't keep passing the opportunities around and making sure everybody's eating.
Okay, and Miss Chanel, now, after seeing you guys the first time, because it was my first time meeting you guys when you did another interview, and you said, and then, SNL, Chanel,
What did I say?
I was like, oh my gosh, that's the young lady that I seen on Lil Wayne's tour. And I was like, wait a minute. This is what I remember. The nose ring, yes. Because when you guys came here to Indianapolis, I'm just let you guys know I'm a dancer, so I feel you. I have a spirit with you guys. I'm a dancer. Not as professional as you guys. But that's the first thing that I look for when I see a concert. And it's the dancer, so I gravitate to that. But then when you came out, I was like, oh my gosh. So I remembered you from there. So tell us what happened with that.
Oh. Well,
that still was repping Young Money.
I'm always gonna be a part of Young Money. I'm the pioneer. The pioneers. There's only 8 of us. That's who Young Money is. I haven't worked with Young Money. I don't think Young Money has worked with Young Money in quite some time. But they're family, so I always rep them. And then this is my family as well. Real blood family and extended family. So it's Project Girls Club Young Money for life. For life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Miss Mika Means. Juicy Booty. Tell us about that.
Juicy Booty. Shout out Chris Brown down the street.
Right. How did that happen?
Well,
Y'all happened to be in Indianapolis the same time that Chris Brown was here.
Crazy, right? I'm literally texting his MD right now.
Right, I was about to say
Catalyst, Anyways, so how did that record come about? Or just like...
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So myself. My name is Mika Means. So I was signed to Motown first as an artist, right when Chanel was signed, right when Divas was signed too. Chanel was under Universal. We were both under the same umbrella. And then I was signed by Sylvia Rome. And she ended up getting basically screwed over and fired. And so since she signed me herself, when she got fired, she released me and my master so that I wouldn't be stuck on a label without the person that believed in me. So then everybody's like, you should just write. You a good enough writer. You should just write. So I just started writing, and shout out Polo the Don. I wrote Bando Jones, Sex You, and then Polo was always just my go-to as, you like that one. He was always my go-to. So I had, for Bando's album, I had written Juicy Booty. And when I moved to LA, one day Polo just called me out the blue this is it. I got it. I just sent it to R. Kelly. It's going down. So that's why I always tell songwriters and artists, build your catalog, because you never know when a record gonna pop up and somebody just hit you out the blue I just came across it. So that's how that came about. I wasn't even in the studio with R. Kelly, Chris Brown, or Janae. That's the power of the producer, who has relationships, and their reach is that way where you can call Chris, Chris, I got a record for you. Get on my record.
Well, you're a multi-platinum.
That's true.
Songwriter and producer.
Mm-hmm.
So what put you at that status? What project put you at that status?
Well, we first went platinum with Bando, and then I guess multi with Chris. So I guess that, and then just the journey. Chanel put me there, Missy Elliott put me there, D. Woods put me there. All the people I've been inspired by and been able to be in a room with to make me be okay, you can keep going. Good enough, like, you know. So I don't attribute it to any one person. I think it's all God and a spirit and a journey.
I believe that too. Project Girls Club, run up.
Chase the money, chase the money, chase the money.
Run it up, run it up, run, 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 run up the check, run it up, run, run up, fuck up the check, I'ma run up. All of my bitches go run up. Sun up, party till we see the sun up. Throwing the shots in the blunt up. Chasers, don't do no liquor with chasers. Only thing I chase is paper. Haters, I stay away from the haters. You a hater, pain. Stay away from me.
Tell us how you came up with the concept of that and who also did the video.
We have a dope female videographer. Her name is Christy. She's out of Miami. And that's what we try to put on, as many females in all aspects of entertainment to work with us. So everybody loves that video. The quality is A100. She just did an amazing job. So it was pretty much her idea. She just was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get my hands on you guys. So that was pretty much her idea. The song just kind of came together like all of our songs. We just kind of go in the studio, we play tracks, and we just one by one just get in there and try different things. So we don't really like sit down and go, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay, you just get that vibe going.
Get the vibe going and record.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me about so this Robin season. Tell me about that.
That was a joke.
It's Robin season. Get Rob. Tell me about that.
Oh, so
What really happened?
I got my car broken into probably 2 or 3 weeks before. And we were trying to do a Christmas whole project, but we didn't have a lot of time. So we were just like, screw this, man. Let's just put out a song that just represents the whole season, Christmas time. People get robbed. People don't tell that side of the story. You know, when people's houses get broken into and you got the mall and your car gets broken into. So we were like, let's tell that side. We be being funny. Some people got mad about it, though.
Yeah, like, you're glorifying. And it was like, well, you know, you hear the traditional Christmas songs and it was like, let's just make something different. And this was what was happening every day on the news, every, 5 o'clock, 11 o'clock news, talking about some packages getting stolen off the doorstep or somebody, the Santa Claus at the Salvation Army got robbed. It was just like everything was happening. So we kind of did like a Grinch that stole Christmas type of theme for the video. We had some little kids that were really fun to play with, and they thought we was crazy old ladies.
No, because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We're like, run it back.
We're like, you gotta.
We don't believe you.
You gotta say it like you believe it.
They just like, we wasn't even supposed to be in this.
It's like, it's past our bedtime.
Well, let me say, I've noticed that you have such a creative look, sound, and including your videos. They're very creative and they're very fun. Now, has that been the same attitude all the way since you guys have connected in the very beginning? Well, I know for you guys.
I think yes, because being that we all came from theater and musical theater, and like we just have big imaginations, and it's also been kind of hard for us in that respect because some people's vision isn't big enough, or they want us to kind of like fit into a thing, and we're like, well, we don't fit in that square. We're more circles, you know what I mean? Or maybe we just need to build our own situation on the side because we don't fit in your situation. But yeah, we've always been, and the more resources we get,
Crazy.
The ideas are gonna get more and more outlandish. We have lots of things written in notebooks and movie scripts and all kinds of stuff.
And we're forced to kind of do that because, we doing this on our own. We don't got no big budget, no rich manager, no, super label behind us. We doing this on our own, so we have to become creative with what we got. But, I mean, to me, those are the best things to watch visually, not when you got Louis Gucci.
Consistency that
Right,
just
like we gonna make it exciting.
Yeah. All right, we got a flashlight.
it's like
we got a tricycle.
what do you do different than a normal standard video? Okay, we've seen that, been there, done that, you know. What is it that's gonna stand us out?
Dancing around it.
I think we just bring ourselves and like our personalities and
I bring
me inside my heart.
What? I'm telling you, I can connect so much with y'all.
Boy, stop.
Oh, you just don't understand.
So, but nah. So, like, you have, like, Chanel is very, like, visually creative. You know, she'll just be like, I think we should. And then me and Dia will be like, yeah. But I think that might be a little too, like, drastic. And we'll be like, well, maybe we should do this. But we're all, like, real performers. So, whatever the concept is, when they say action, like, we about to light up and go crazy. And I think that that's one thing you don't get to see from female artists a lot, because they have to be conformed to like this
Sex symbol.
Stop saying it's just like no angle, and it's like nah. We be like,
Be extra.
yeah,
Be extra, but that's your
as
personality.
well as it's good. You know
Yes,
what I
it
mean? It's not corny. It's not lame. It's cool.
It's fun.
I like it.
And that's it. Live your best life.
And
And be
then-
fun about it.
And then also, if you look at the people that I feel have really inspired us, like, we've been a part of this tribe for a long time. We are Missy Elliott, TLC, like the Fugees, Lauryn Hill, like all these people, you know, the Wu-Tang Clan, you know what I mean? Like, we are just like outcasts, the whole Dungeon family. We're
Products
just,
of our environment.
yeah, we're products
our
of,
experience.
yeah, that line of the family tree. Mm-hmm.
Now we have more members on the Project Girls Club.
Yes, man.
Yes. Who else do we have?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, oh
No,
Lord.
not like that. I know people, man. Not like that.
You know I've
I
been
mean,
doing
or
it
like
since-
that. I got respect. Who else? So we featured Akbar B on Heavy, which is our second release,
Princess
and
Digital.
Princess Digital on the first one. We can look out for Gangsta Boo. What's she called? And I'm saying yes, sis. And Sheree J, Coco Kiss Me.
Whitney Rain.
Whitney Rains.
Bianca.
Beyonce.
That's right. She's
Oprah.
Speak it.
Oprah did an interlude.
I think it's very necessary and amazing of what you guys did as far as with Project Club Girls. And I'm telling you what, you said it in the very beginning. We need that togetherness. We need to know that we have a support system. We need to know that if my homegirl goes here, I got you. Call me, text me, let me know what's going on. Because we are in a male-dominated world in the industry. So it's like, how do you hold your own? Well, you know what? You see what you see, but that doesn't mean that you're going to get what you see. And it's very important, because I know you guys have faced that type of situation where, okay, well, you're not going to get this record deal, or you're not going to work with this person, or you're not going to be able to do X, Y, Z unless you're giving it up. I'm going to be honest. That is such the hardest thing, even for me to this day. You want people to take you seriously, but at the end of the day, if that's not what you're about, then what do? And so I'm very thankful for Project Girls Club, because we need to do that more often instead of continuously tearing each other down.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what is so important. Like I say it all the time on
Sometimes
the
it's
show.
like, okay, wait a minute. So I'm not gonna do it to you, but I got a friend who's gonna take one for the team. Let me go call her.
no, go ahead. But that's what it's all about, right?
It's such a common thing for like, and guys, I think guys listen to us say this stuff like, come on, man. But it's so everyday. It's so everyday. And to the point where like we're so used to being sexually harassed or approached or having to figure out how to politely or not offend a guy who just
Offended us.
you. You know, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
So with the list of credits that you guys have, what is one thing individually that you still want to accomplish, that you're working towards?
Hollywood star.
Oh yeah, the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Hollywood Star Walk of Fame. Yeah. The Grammy Award. I still want the Grammy.
I do want a Grammy.
Me too.
I always said I wanted, and I always said I'm going to get
The EGOT.
exactly an award in every category, and that's what I'm still working.
The
towards.
Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar,
Oscar,
the Tony.
And tell me what, when you start writing, when you start dancing, how many times have you looked at all the award shows back when you were little and thought, you know what, this is where I want to be?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have not yet even been invited, let alone to be.
I'm watching anymore.
I know, I don't either. It's just,
Like,
just
I
not.
got time to watch y'all celebrate. I didn't get on my job. You know?
Well, see, and then that's those things that are very humbling to each one, because it's like, you know what, okay, next year I'm going to be there. Or guess what, I
We
got
watched
something
enough
waiting.
of those.
I ain't been there.
We haven't been to enough of those.
We went
But
to
you
the
still
VMA.
want one, though.
Yes,
You
yes.
still want one.
Yeah, so now it's just time to, like, you know, just get to work. We seen what we need to see. So it's like, you're not gonna keep sitting in this audience for 5 hours when I could be 5 songs in, you know?
Yeah, well, it'll be playing on mute in the studio while we're working on
Like this one.
working on the record. We'll go to the after party though.
Heavy. Your new single, Heavy. Tell us about that.
Run up.
Yeah, that too.
Run up to it though.
Oh.
Say it right
You wanna
now.
run up to it?
Run up to it
Okay,
right
okay.
now. Run Up is our first single. I need y'all all to download it. Heavy is the new one, but y'all gotta get into Run Up first because
Right.
that's
We don't put a
what's
lot of work into that.
Yes, we put a lot of work into that one. And Heavy's the shit too. Now don't get it effed up. But Run Up is produced by Chase the Money. And yeah, it's the first single of Project Girls Club. Heavy is dope as hell too. It features Aqua B. First one features Princess Digital from Grandma. But yes.
And we'll be coming to
To
a city near you.
Run Up.
Very soon.
Okay.
Run up.
Tell everybody how they can get in touch with you guys.
All right, everybody, you can follow us at Project Girls Club, spelled all correctly. Project Girls Club, and individually, our pages are on the Project Girls Club page. But if you want to know right now, at Your Girl D Woods.
The real Mika means, I spell my name Mika, means.
And Chanel Young Money.
There you go. Anybody want to give any shouts out before we close out?
Yo, shout out to my moms. Shout out to my pa. Yo, listen, my grandma.
Shout out to all the dope female artists out there, whether you are dope female creators out there. Hit us up on Project Girls Club page. Send us some of your work so we can maybe highlight you or work with you in some sort of way.
And shout out to you.
Well, thank you.
Girls Club.
Yes, that's right. Hey. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for stopping by the Candy Show. I know you guys got to get out of here. And you guys, stay tuned. Log on. Follow them. Make sure you get Run Up. And we're out of here. Bye.
Peace.
Thank you.
Chase the money, chase the money.
Run it up, run it up, run, run up the check, run it up, run up, fuck up the check, I'ma run up, all of my bitches go run up, sun up, party till we see the sun up, throwing the shots in the blunt up. Chasers, don't do no liquor with chasers. Only thing I chase is paper. Haters, I stay away from the haters. You a hater, pain. Stay away from me.
It's candy. She's just so candy.